If you've ever scrolled through social media looking for hair growth hacks, you've seen it. Bright neon gummies, clinically proven hair vitamins, influencers flipping their waist-length hair in slow motion, and the star of the show, biotin, also known as vitamin B7. But here's the million-dollar question. Is biotin actually transforming people's hair and nails, or are we all just producing very expensive neon yellow urine? Today, we're cutting through the marketing noise and looking at the cold, hard science. We're going to cover what biotin naturally does inside your body, why the hype might be misleading, who it actually helps, and the one dangerous side effect most influencers never mention. Before we start, quick disclaimer. I'm not a doctor or a physician. This is not medical advice. This is a video based on publicly available research, clinical reviews, and scientific literature. Always consult your healthcare provider before starting or stopping any supplement. Now, let's dive in. Biotin is also called vitamin B7 or sometimes vitamin H. Fun fact, the H stands for Haar and Haut, German for hair and skin. Sounds promising already, right? But what does it actually do? Inside your body, biotin acts like a coenzyme. Think of it as a helper molecule. It doesn't build things directly. It helps enzymes do their job. Specifically, it helps convert carbohydrates into glucose, fats into fatty acids, proteins into amino acids. In simple terms, biotin helps turn food into usable energy. Now, here's where hair and nail come in. Your hair and nails are primarily made of keratin. Keratin is a structural protein, like scaffolding. Strong keratin is equal to stronger hair shafts and nail plates. Biotin supports enzymes involved in keratin infrastructure. So yes, biologically speaking, biotin is connected to hair and nail health. But this is important. Just because something is involved in a process doesn't mean taking massive doses improves that process. That's where things get interesting. Now, let's do some quick reality check, whether it's helpful or a hype. Let's separate this into two categories. Number one, what the marketing says, including faster hair growth, thicker hair, less shedding, stronger nails, noticeable results in 30 days. And supplements often contain 5,000 micrograms to 10,000 micrograms, sometimes even 20,000 micrograms. Now, here's the science. The recommended daily intake for adults is about 30 micrograms per day. Most biotin supplements contain 5,000 to 10,000 micrograms. That's about 166 to 333 times the daily requirement. And here's the key point. Biotin deficiency is rare, very rare. It usually happens in people with genetic metabolic disorders, severe malnutrition, chronic alcoholism, long-term raw egg consumption, certain pregnancy cases, but for the average healthy adult eating eggs, nuts, meat, fish, seeds, you're almost certainly not deficient. Now, let's talk hair specifically. Hair growth evidence would include the researchers that reviewed the available studies. They found something important. There is very little high quality evidence showing biotin improves hair growth in people who are not deficient. Most of the success stories come from case reports, people correcting undiagnosed deficiency or combination supplements with multiple nutrients. And here's another uncomfortable truth: hair growth is slow. On average, hair grows about half an inch per month. So, if someone starts biotin and sees improvement in 3 to 6 months later, that might just be normal hair growth, or reduced stress, or improved nutrition overall. Correlation does not equal causation. Let's talk about nails. And here's where it gets more interesting. There are small clinical trials showing that 2.5 micrograms of biotin daily improved nail thickness in people with brittle nails. Some studies showed up to a 25% increase in nail thickness after several months. So for brittle nails, there may be a benefit. But again, that dose is still over 80 times the daily requirement, and benefits were seen mostly in people with fragile nails to begin with. If your nails are already healthy, you probably won't notice a difference. Let's lean into the side effects. This is the part where almost no influencer mentions. High dose biotin can interfere with lab tests. The FDA has issued warnings about this. Here's what can happen. Thyroid tests. Biotin can make lab results look like you have hyperthyroidism. That means false high thyroid hormone, false TSH. You could be misdiagnosed. Heart attack markers. Biotin can interfere with tryptonin tests. Tryptonin is what doctors measure to see if you're having a heart attack. High biotin can cause false negatives, meaning a heart attack might not be detected correctly. That's not minor. That's potentially life-threatening. Most people taking 5,000 to 10,000 micrograms daily have no idea this is even a thing. If you have blood work scheduled, stop biotin at least 3 to 7 days before testing and tell your doctor you are taking it. Always disclose supplements. They matter more than people think. So, why do people think it works? Let's talk psychology for a second. When someone starts a hair vitamin, they often pay more attention to their hair, improve diet, reduce stress, use better hair products, massage their scalp more. That alone can improve the appearance of hair. Plus, the placebo effect is powerful. If you believe something is working, you may genuinely perceive improvement, and perception matters. But that doesn't make it biologically transformative. Let's look at some natural sources and smarter alternatives to those biotin supplements. If your goal is better hair and nails, start here. Protein. Hair is protein. Low protein intake can worsen shedding. Iron. Iron deficiency is one of the most common causes of hair thinning in women. Zinc. Zinc plays a role in hair follicle function. Thyroid health. Hypothyroidism can cause hair loss. Biotin won't fix those issues. Food sources of biotin would include cooked eggs, almonds, walnuts, salmon, sweet potatoes, seeds, and remember, Raw egg whites contain evidin, a protein that blocks biotin absorption. Cook your eggs. If you're experiencing significant hair loss, the smarter move isn't random supplements, it's blood work. Check for ferritin, thyroid, vitamin D, zinc. Treat the root cause. That's essential. So, is biotin really helpful or a hype? If you're truly deficient, it's essential. If you have brittle nails, it might help. If you're a healthy adult expecting dramatic hair growth, it's mostly hype. Biotin is not magic. Hair growth is complex. Hormones, genetics, nutrition, stress, scalp health. A lot of things matter. No single vitamin overrides all of that. Save your money, eat a balanced diet, and always tell your doctor what supplements you're taking. Again, I'm not a physician. This is educational content based on research, not personal medical advice. If you found this deep dive helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more science-backed health content.